Have you ever wondered why some of the most talented black actors and Hollywood stars, who could have dominated screens for decades, suddenly vanished from major studio films or television shows? From political blacklists during the Red Scare to modern industry pushback after controversies or outspoken activism, Hollywood has a long history of quietly shutting doors on black performers. What forces in the entertainment industry caused these careers to stall or end? And how did these actors navigate a world where fame and opportunity could be taken away overnight? In this video, we uncover the hidden stories behind 10 black Hollywood stars who were banned or sidelined, and the reasons that studios didn't want you to know. Number 10. Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes was one of Hollywood's most bankable action stars during the 1990s, headlining blockbuster films such as Blade, White Men Can't Jump, and Passenger 57. His magnetic screen presence and martial arts skills made him a leading figure in major studio productions. However, Snipes' star power dimmed dramatically after legal troubles in the 2000s. In 2008, Snipes faced a high-profile federal trial over alleged tax evasion, resulting in a 3-year prison sentence. During his incarceration and the years that followed, studio executives were reportedly hesitant to cast him in big-budget films, a chilling example of how legal issues and public image can translate into de facto exclusion from major studio circles. While he has returned to screen work, many of his later roles came in smaller films and independent features rather than mainstream tentpole projects, illustrating how an actor can effectively be pushed aside by Hollywood after a controversy. Number 9. Orlando Jones. Orlando Jones became a familiar face in Hollywood through roles in films like The Replacements and the television adaptation of American Gods. Known for his versatility and humor, his sudden departure from American Gods sparked debate among fans and industry watchers. Jones has publicly claimed that his exit was rooted in creative differences regarding the portrayal of his character and storylines, and that this fallout led to fewer high-profile studio opportunities thereafter. While not a formal ban, Jones's career trajectory illustrates the professional cost of speaking out against studio decisions. His later work shifted towards smaller projects and guest appearances rather than consistent major production roles, a pattern that reflects how creative disputes, especially when aired publicly, can lead to a form of industry exclusion. Number 8. Nate Parker. When director and actor Nate Parker's historical drama The Birth of a Nation debuted at Sundance in 2016, it was poised to be a major award season contender. The film's powerful story and backing from major distributors hinted at a major Hollywood breakthrough for Parker. However, the resurfacing of a decades-old legal case from his college years involving an alleged sexual assault that was later dismissed sparked intense controversy during the film's promotional campaign. Studios and industry voters quickly pulled back support, and the film's marketing and awards push collapsed almost overnight. While Parker has continued to work in cinema and television, the momentum that should have elevated his mainstream studio career never returned. His experience highlights how public scandals, regardless of legal outcomes, can cause Hollywood to distance itself from talent to protect commercial interests and brand reputations. Number 7. Harold Perrineau. Harold Perrineau first rose to widespread recognition for his role as Michael Dawson on the hit ABC series Lost. His nuanced portrayal earned him acclaim and positioned him for continued mainstream success. However, midway through the series, Perrineau spoke publicly about concerns over how minority characters were being developed and portrayed on the show. Although the official narrative focused on creative direction and story arcs, Perrineau later suggested that his outspokenness about character depth and representation contributed to his character's abrupt exit. Following this, his relationship with major sitcom and studio projects cooled, and he found himself taking more supporting and independent roles rather than leading parts. This subtle but significant shift illustrates how calling out industry bias can lead to diminished mainstream opportunities, even without an explicit ban. Number 6. Jussie Smollett. Jussie Smollett's promising Hollywood trajectory came to an abrupt halt in 2019 when a highly publicized legal and police investigation over an alleged staged hate crime overshadowed his career. At the time, Smollett was a rising star on the hit drama Empire, a show that showcased a strong ensemble of black talent. Following the legal uproar and charges related to the incident, Smollett was removed from the show, and subsequent public support waned dramatically. Major studios, networks, and industry figures quickly distanced themselves, effectively closing the doors to prominent roles in mainstream projects. Whether or not one believes the final case outcome, Smollett's career disruption is a stark example of how controversy, especially amid heightened cultural tensions, can lead to rapid industry exclusion. Number 5. Monique. When comedian and actress Monique won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for her role in Precious 2009, it seemed like her career had reached unstoppable heights. Yet, contrary to expectations, Monique's film and television roles dwindled soon after. According to Monique herself, this was not coincidental. She claimed in interviews that Hollywood effectively blackballed her after she refused to engage in extensive unpaid promotional appearances during the awards campaign. Number 4. Cuba Gooding Jr. Cuba Gooding Jr. won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for Jerry Maguire, 1996, and went on to star in a range of successful films. However, in later years, his visibility in mainstream Hollywood cinema significantly declined. Part of this shift can be attributed to legal battles and public conduct allegations that emerged in the 2010s and beyond. Number 3. Isaiah Washington. Isaiah Washington was a well-known television actor, most prominently for his role as Dr. Preston Burke on Grey's Anatomy. His career, however, faced a major turning point in 2007 after an on-set conflict in which he used a homophobic slur in reference to a co-star. The ensuing controversy led to his firing from the show and considerable backlash in the entertainment community. Number 2. Canada Lee. Canada Lee was a celebrated stage and film actor in the 1930s and 40s, known for powerful performances such as in Alfred Hitchcock's Lifeboat. But during the early 1950s, Lee became one of the many artists targeted during the Hollywood blacklist era, when entertainment professionals were ostracized for perceived communist sympathies or advocacy for civil rights, a period driven by fear and political repression. Number 1. Paul Robeson. Topping this list is Paul Robeson, one of the most extraordinary black performers and thinkers of the 20th century. Robeson was a world-renowned singer, actor, athlete, and civil rights activist, celebrated for his monumental achievements on stage and screen, including his performance in Showboat and groundbreaking work on Broadway. Yet during the McCarthy era and the height of anti-communist hysteria, Robeson's political activism, especially his refusal to denounce connections to socialist causes, made him a target for the U.S. government and entertainment industry alike. If you want the full inside story on Hollywood's hidden scandals, controversial stars, and the truth they don't want you to know, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss a single revelation.